What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's the Lone Wolf here with a very special top 10, not top 10, top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Yes! Before this countdown gets going off, I do want to say that these are just my opinions and my opinions alone. If you have different opinions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I'm happy to discuss coasters any time of the week. So, without any further ado, enjoy the Lone Wolf's top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Coming in at the bottom of the list, number 15 is Green Lantern First Flight. This is an Intamin Zaxpin coaster. It's 105 feet in the air. It first opened July 1st, 2011, and it closed in 2017. Now, there are rumors this way and that way whether it will be open again, but honestly, I don't really care because I did not enjoy this coaster. It was definitely not for me. When I rode it, I got sick, and I do not normally get sick on coasters. And I've been on a lot of spin coasters, a lot of very, very crazy and very thrilling coasters, but this one just made me sick to my gut, and I made the mistake of making it my first coaster of the day when I first rode it, and it pretty much threw off my whole day. So that's why it's at the bottom of the list for sure. It's not a fun coaster. I will say this, it is very enjoyable for the theming. I do enjoy the theming, but other than that, not good. So number 15 is Green Lantern First Flight. All right, coming in at number 14 on the Lone Wolf's top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain, we've got the Gold Rusher. All right, the Gold Rusher was made by Aerodynamics. It is a mine train coaster. It's mainly a terrain coaster. It goes out and back throughout the terrain. It really uses the mountain really well as well. It was opened in 1971. It's actually got 2 lift hills, which actually give it a length of about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is actually kind of nice. I did enjoy this coaster a lot. It's not too many thrills, and it's usually a walk-on, which is what I like the most about it. But it's kind of lower on my list because it's not as thrilling as some of the other coasters, and I don't enjoy it as much. But that helix at the end of it is kind of fun. So that's Gold Rusher, an aerodynamic classic. It did open with the park, so Gold Rusher comes in at number 14. And coming in at number 13, we've got Scream. This is a B&M floorless, opened in 2003. It's got a height of 150 feet, top speed of 63 miles per hour. It's got a great Cobra roll, a 0G roll, interlocking corkscrews, which I did enjoy that. The only issue with this coaster, and the reason why it's a little bit lower on this list, is definitely, I thought it was a bit shaky. What I mean by shaky is it was not as smooth as I expected it to be. At my home park, Discovery Kingdom, we have Medusa, which is also a B&M floorless coaster, and it is much, much smoother in my opinion. So it kind of, tilts me in the way of thinking this is a bit rougher coaster. And also, when I did ride this, it was only running one train, which made the operations really, really slow and the line very long. But this is actually a really good coaster. It's unfortunately, it is over a parking lot. That's kind of a downer, but it is a good coaster. It's got good elements, and I do suggest you check it out. So Scream comes in at number 13. At number 12, Viper. Viper was made by Aerodynamics. It was opened in 1990. It is a custom looper. It's got about 7 inversions total. It's really cool. It's a very interesting coaster. It's a bit rough. It's definitely a bit rough, but I think you can still get a lot of great rides out of it. It's got a 144-foot tall loop, which is really amazing. And I really do actually enjoy the double corkscrew in it as well. Kind of like right after the trim brake. It's very nice. And also that, I'm not sure exactly what you call it, but there's an element in there after the trim brake. It's just really, really great. I've ridden this all my life. It's a great coaster. I definitely suggest at least give it a ride. Some people don't like it, but just go out there and give it a ride. It's usually a station wait. So going out there, Viper is my number 12 coaster. at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Coming in at number 11, it's the one, the only Riddlers Revenge, a B&M stand-up coaster opened in 1998. It's 156 feet tall, and it goes 165 miles per hour. Ooh. It's also got a great duration. It actually goes 3 minutes. When it comes to stand-up coasters, I definitely got to say this is the best one I've ever been on. I've only been on a few in my life, but this is definitely the best stand-up coaster I have ever been on. I personally have always enjoyed it and always gotten a really good ride out of this coaster. Some people have not. I've heard a lot of issues on headbanging and a couple other things, but I really do enjoy this coaster. It's got a great amount of elements. It's really tall. It's really big. It's a big stand-up coaster, so I really hope you guys can check this one out, man. Riddler's Revenge. It's got kind of decent theming. It's kind of themed to the Batman Forever movie from the 90s, if you remember that one. So go check it out at Six Flags Magic Mountain, because that is my number 11 top coaster. All right, Riddler's Revenge. Number 10, Ninja. Ninja opened up at Magic Mountain in 1988. It is an aero suspended coaster. So it's made by Aerodynamics, and it's suspended underneath the track. So you're kind of in buckets underneath the track that can actually sway with the curves and the turns of the track. And it's really an amazing ride. I've been on this ride a lot of times over my life, and I've never had nothing but a nice, smooth, fun ride. I'm not a huge fan of the restraints. I never really have been when it comes to over-the-shoulder restraints, but I don't mind them too much in these because you don't really get headbanging. It's kind of just a really fun, smooth ride. If I had to say something bad about the coaster, I must say it's not very long, and you do spend a lot of time on chain lifts. Unfortunately. But still, I must suggest you check out this ride at Magic Mountain. It is a lot of fun, and there's not too many of these coaster models left in the country, so make sure to get down to Six Flags Magic Mountain and check this out. Number 10, Ninja. At number 9, we've got New Revolution. This is a steel sit-down coaster made by Schwarzkopf. Originally opened in 1976 with lap bar restraints. Was actually changed in 1992 to over-the-shoulder restraints, which was horrible, which is the way I've ridden it most of my life. But since my last visit to Six Flags Magic Mountain, they have put in lap bars. They put it back to having lap bars, and I got a great ride the last time I rode Revolution. It's got a great helix at the end of it. It's got a lot of great parts. It's got a lot of great terrain to the coaster as well, because going through that forest area is super fun. I mean, you could touch the trees with your hands. I probably don't suggest it because you are going about 60 miles per hour, so be careful. And also, it's got the most iconic thing of all, the loop. Now, everyone's going to remember the loop from National Lampoon's Vacation for sure. And, of course, they're going to remember the loop for that famous quote, "Oh, there's the loop!" Hey, you all should know what that one's from. So it's a great ride. I've never had a bad ride on it with the lap bar so far. It's a lot of fun, and that's where Revolution comes in at number 9. At number 8, we've got Batman the Ride. Yes, the B&M inverted coaster that was opened in 1994 takes the number 8 spot on my list. This is a lovely, lovely ride. I do know it is a cloned ride and all over Six Flags parks, but this is the only one I've ever been on, and honestly, it's one of my top favorite B&M inverted, which kind of show you I haven't been on that many B&M inverted coasters right now. But I do like this coaster a lot. It's got a lot of great elements, a lovely zero-G roll, a wing over, and a couple really tall loops. A lot of fun. It's got top speed of 50 miles per hour, and it lasts about 2 minutes. You know, not too long, but not too short. I actually like the length. It's got a lot of great theming. It used to have really, really great theming in like the late 90s, but it has gone downhill a little bit, but the theming is still really great. I mean, that point when you're going into that storm drain up to the Bat Cave is just, oh man, for a Batman fan like me, it's really, really fun. And I love seeing the bat suit. Every time I take off, I like to give it a little salute before I take off on the stations, like, Batman, I got you, buddy. And another really cool thing about this coaster is recently they've been offering ride videos. So they got cameras facing you on the ride, pretty much everywhere but the front row, I believe. And you can actually buy a video of yourself riding the ride. So definitely check that out sometime. It's really cool. So Batman's going to take the number 8 spot on my coaster list. What's going to be coming up next? Ooh, you're going to have to stay tuned to find out. At number 7, Goliath. Yes, Goliath, the hyper coaster made by Giovanola, opened in 2000. It's got a speed of 85 miles per hour and a 235-foot drop. A really great drop. Now, this is a really fun coaster. I've always had a lot of great rides on it. The back is insane. The front is a lot of fun. Those are my two favorites. A little more mild in the middle if that's what you're going for. But not only does it have a big drop, it's got amazing helix at the end of it that can, I'll tell you what, if you're not ready for it, you can gray out. It's got a lot of great G's. So, Goliath is going to be coming in at number 7 on the Lone Wolf's top 10, nope, top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Goliath. Coming in at number 6, Apocalypse the Ride. Made by GCI, this wooden coaster opened up in 2009, originally as Terminator Salvation. But since the 2010 season has been continuing on as Apocalypse the Ride, it's got a top speed of 50 miles per hour and an 87-foot drop. This is a great coaster, folks. And I'll tell you one thing, the theming on it when it was Terminator was amazing. It's not as great as it used to be, but it's still pretty darn good for a wooden coaster at Magic Mountain, I'll tell you that much. Definitely during Fright Fest, I really enjoyed riding this during Fright Fest because they actually made the queue pretty much the queue a haunted house before you went on the ride, and that was amazing. I haven't been on it in a little while, unfortunately. It is down because they are doing construction on West Coast Racers at the moment, but last time I rode it, I had a great ride, a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I do not have very much footage for you guys. That's because I didn't get to ride it last time I was there, but anyways, Apocalypse taking the number 6 spot on Lone Wolf's top 15 coasters, Six Flags Magic Mountain. All right, starting off the top 5 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain, we've got Full Throttle. Full Throttle was made by Premier Rides. It is a Skyrocket Model 3, opened in 2013. It's an LSM launch coaster with a top speed of 70 miles per hour. Now, there's forward launches and there's backward launches. There's a lot of great stuff to this coaster. It's got that huge loop, which you get to go through and over. It's got a forwards and backwards launch, which honestly, especially in that tunnel, is to die for. Unfortunately, this is not a very long coaster. The track length is not long. It's a little bit over 2,000 feet. It's a pretty quick ride, but it's a really fun ride, everybody. So I definitely suggest you get out there to Magic Mountain and ride this ride. It's really fun. It's made by the same people that make Superman at Discovery Kingdom, so definitely check it out. Full Throttle, number 5. Can't wait to see what's next. At number 4, X2. X2 is an Aerodynamics 4D coaster opened in 2002. Now, originally it was known as X, but it got new trains in 2008, making it X2, a much smoother ride, I'll tell you that much. It's got a drop of 215 feet, a top speed of 76 miles per hour. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this coaster is something special. Now, this coaster in particular is a little bit different than some of your average ones. It's kind of rides you like a wing coaster when you're outside of the track, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. But the thing about this, the cars is they actually spin and rotate, you know, while you're going through the coaster. Now, this is a controlled spin. You are spinning at certain times when they want you to, so it's not like a free spin like the Joker or Batman at Discovery Kingdom. But oh my goodness, especially that first drop with that onboard audio, I'll tell you, definitely check out X2. This definitely would have ranked higher on my list, but unfortunately the top 3 coasters are just, the loves of my life. So X2, built by Aerodynamics, is the number 4 coaster in Lone Wolf's top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Time for the top three. Starting off our top three is Superman Escape from Krypton. This opened up in 1997. It was made by Intamin. It is a launch coaster. It's got an LSM launch with a top speed of 100 miles per hour. Now, originally it was known as Superman the Escape. It was going forwards at first, but they did change it a while back, and now you start off going backwards. Now backwards is better, so you're not missing out. But definitely you got to check out this coaster. This has been a love of mine since I was a kid. I love walking through the Krypton set and whatnot, all the Ice Fortress and whatnot. And I love seeing the Superman statues. And I don't know, man, I really do enjoy the theming a lot for this ride. And the theming mixed with the ride. And sometimes you get great ride operators that give you a great countdown. So there's many reasons why this is my top three, on my top three for sure. I have fun every time I've ever ridden this coaster. Be careful though, because sometimes the capacity is not very big. So hit it early, or maybe, might have to flash pass it. But definitely check out Superman Escape from Krypton. Such an amazing ride, but be careful when you're walking around the park, because it does kind of break the sound barrier a little bit. And it, oh my goodness, you could hear it. It sounds like a jet anyways. Yeah, what can I say? So Superman Escape from Krypton is number 3. Coming in at number 2, we've got the B&M Flying Coaster Tatsu. Yes, Tatsu was opened up in 2006. It's got a top speed of 62 miles per hour. It's 170 feet in the air with a drop of 111 feet. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most thrilling flying coaster I have ever been on in my life. Please do not miss this one when you go to Magic Mountain. You cannot miss this one. It's extremely tall. It's got an amazing pretzel loop, which I'm not going to spoil for you. You're just going to have to go on it, but be prepared. Just be prepared. It's thrilling, not too much on the theming, but it works for me nonetheless. It looks great. It's super tall. I mean, I can't really say too much about this coaster, man. You really just got to ride it, man. If you like B&M flying coasters in any way whatsoever, or really wanted to feel the real sensation of flying, give this a try. All right? Tatsu, made by B&M. Next up is number 1. And at number 1 for the Lone Wolf's top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain is Twisted Colossus. Oh yeah. This RMC hybrid built in 2015 is amazing. It's got a 128-foot drop at an 80-degree angle that will make you scream, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing. It's got those also got those wave turns right after. There's amazing ejector, flowjector, airtime, pretty much your regular airtime as well, pretty much anything airtime you want. It's an airtime machine, ladies and gentlemen. It's got a couple great inversions on it as well. And the best part of all, you get to go twice. Yes, this is a Mobius loop coaster, so when you go up the lift hill and you're dueling a coaster, you're going to be the other one dueling. So you go first on the blue track, then on the green track. Now, this is a dueling coaster, and it is marketed as a dueling coaster, but it's not easy to always get a duel. Now, if they're running enough trains and the ops are going well, and you get a good duel, and you're on that barrel roll, and you're looking straight up, and you see somebody's face, it's going to be one of the most amazing moments of your life, I'll tell you that much, ladies and gentlemen. But oh my, Twisted Colossus, one of the top coasters in the entire world. Feel free, man. I'll defend that all day. To me, it's still the number 1 RMC. Granted, I will give you, I have not actually gone on Steel Vengeance. I will be going on that next summer, and we'll see. But Twisted Colossus, for me, is a real hard one to beat, all right? Twisted Colossus, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 coaster for the Lone Wolf at Six Flags Magic Mountain. And honestly, probably my favorite coaster of all time. But that's another list for another day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun making it. And now remember, these are all just my opinions. This is what I think about the coasters. I want you guys all to get out there and ride the coasters yourself and let me know what you guys think. What's your top 10, top 5, top 15 coasters of Six Flags Magic Mountain? And with West Coast Racers coming, gonna have to change this list next year, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, walk with the wolf.